Hello. Soon we'll be able to have a haircut and shop for new clothes. In my younger days, I was a dab hand with a sewing machine and made my own dresses. Now clothes are so cheap, it's easier to buy them and then throw them away. Have we lost an appreciation of the value of things, I wonder? Have you ever thought how people managed in past centuries? How many hours do you think it took to produce a linen undershirt in medieval times? A day? A week? A month? A tailor could sew a shirt in a day, but each shirt needed 4 yards of cloth, and that's where it starts to get expensive. A weaver might take 90 hours to make 4 yards of cloth, and that cloth in turn required 5,400 yards of thread that would take 400 hours at a spinning wheel. There could easily be 2 months' worth sunk into a single shirt. So a fair price would have to reflect that, around £2,000 in today's money. I got these fascinating facts from Jeremy Williams' latest article on the Green Christian Joy in Enough website. Jeremy's pointing out the value of things. And he reminds us how in the Gospels we find Jesus using repair as a teaching illustration. If you're patching your clothes, Jesus says, do you use unshrunk cloth? Of course not, laughs his audience. The patch will tear away from the cloth and make it worse. Nobody would do that. Jesus' listeners would know a thing or two about patching their clothes, mending their fishing nets, and taking good care of the very few household items that they owned. In pre-industrial times, both in Israel and well beyond, everything had to be made by hand. Every object represented hours of somebody's time, sometimes a huge amount of it, and they were thus fiendishly expensive. Now, we have an abundance of clothes, tablecloths, curtains. Do we value them? Do we know the working conditions of those who produce them? Or the environmental costs of the raw materials? Do we ever think of patching a tear or darning a sock? Our economy depends on the endless joy of acquiring new things. Jeremy asks us to pause, to consider how remarkable it is that most of us have so much. Consider the enormity of the progress between our wardrobe and the disciples discussing shirt repair on a Galilean hillside. Think about the growing reach of this abundance, from a privileged few thousand to millions to billions. Consider the hours freed up by machines, the human lifetimes liberated from boring and repetitive work at looms and spinning wheels, the kind of work often left to people with little choice in the matter, including children. Yes, the waste of consumerism should call us to a greater appreciation of what we have and concern for the rights of those in the supply chain. But the benefits of plenty can also be responsibly accepted as a gift that they are. We can choose an outfit and get dressed in the morning with thankfulness. Open the curtains with gratitude for a new day, but also with gratitude for the curtains. Look at what we already have. What's to be gained from more? With so much already, the question is, what can I give? Who is going without? And what can I do about it? This is a joy of enough, and it can change the world. Have a good day.